Welcome to Beyond the Paranormal, your gateway to the strange and unexplained. Explore the world of paranormal activity, parapsychology, cryptids, haunted locations, and mysteries. From ghostly encounters and supernatural investigations to legendary creatures hidden in the shadows, we uncover the stories that blur the line between science and the unknown. The Agrios Anthropos. The name Agrios Anthropos combines the Greek word agrios, meaning wild or savage, and the word anthropos, meaning man. Collectively, the term can be rendered as the wild man. This creature appears in modern cryptozoological compilations as a type of wild man cryptid purportedly reported in western Libya. The primary source cited in these compilations is Herodotus' Histories, where he recounts various unusual peoples and creatures said by Libyans to inhabit their land. Among them are wild men and wild women. However, Herodotus does not provide a detailed physical description of a scientific species called Agrios Anthropos. Rather, he lists different extraordinary beings in the region alongside serpents, dog-headed men, and headless men with eyes in their chest. In cryptozoological works such as Mystery Creatures, a guide of cryptozoology, and also related fandom wikis, Agrios Anthropos is treated as a category of North African wild man. These sources typically trace the idea back to Herodotus' general mention of wild human figures in Libya, as interpreted by the later 20th century cryptozoologists. According to cryptozoology-orientated references, the Agrios Anthropos is described as having a body of densely covered in hair, in a manner reminiscent of legendary wild men and Bigfoot-type creatures. They are depicted as bipedal and humanoid in shape, with proportions generally more human than ape. There are no standard physical measurements or reliable anatomical descriptions in either ancient texts or folklore reports. The portrayal rests primarily on generalised reflections of wild man tales. Some cryptid authors suggest possible real-world explanations for such sightings, including misidentified great apes such as gorillas or chimpanzees that dwell farther south in Africa and could have reported inaccurately to classical historians or wanderers passing through the area. The idea of the wild man is not unique to North African lore. Many cultures around the world feature airy or forest-dwelling humanoids in their mythologies, from European wood rose to the Himalayan yeti and the North American Bigfoot. In general folklore, such beings symbolise the boundary between civilization and wilderness, embodying the unknown or untamed aspects of nature. The ancient Greek ethnographic writing, particularly that of Herodotus, there is a tendency to report exaggerated or bizarre accounts of distant lands. These may have originated from second-hand traveller descriptions, semantic misunderstandings, or simple folklore storytelling. For instance, Libyan informants reportedly told Herodotus about a variety of fantastic creatures and people inhabiting the rugged lands to the west of their settlements. These included not just wild men and wild women, but also dog-headed men and other more fantastical beings. However, Herodotus' description was a compilation of hearsay rather than scientifically verified survey. Unlike other legendary cryptids, there is no well-documented modern sightings of Agrios Anthropos that meet rigorous eyewitness standards. The creature's presence in cryptozoological lists derive primarily from lore and extrapolation rather than verified field reports. In many modern cryptid compilations, Agrios Anthropos is catalogued alongside other mythical wild men and airy humanoids, but these entries generally lack precise sighting recordings, photographic or physical evidence, and confirmed eyewitness testimonies with verifiable details. Scholars and skeptical researchers explain sightings of alleged wild men in several ways, such as misidentification of a known species such as great apes. The Agrios Anthropos, as presented in cryptozoological compilations, represents a legendary wild man figure tied loosely to Herodotus, who relayed tales of unusual creatures told to him by locals, and these have been later interpreted by cryptozoologists and folklore enthusiasts as evidence of a specific humanoid cryptid. However, no credible scientific or detailed eyewitness reports exist to substantiate the creature's existence as a real biological species. Instead, the Agrios Anthropos functions more of a cultural and mythic creature, one rooted in humanity's long tradition of imagining wild, airy beings at the edge of the known world. You've been watching Beyond the Paranormal. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more videos on the paranormal, haunted locations, cryptids and many more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.